go from a place to rest my feet. I'm still playing the king, makes more sense right now. People things beside me, singing on somehow. Look down as the song played on the midnight radio. You can rock, but you cannot roll. 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 Thank you, thank you. Well, isn't this a surprise, everybody? A band playing together on stage, socially distanced, I may add, and I'm looking out a vast audience of 4 people all wearing masks and looking vaguely threatening. We are Steve Bonham on the long road, and we're going to attempt the inconceivable this evening. We're going to try and entertain you on stage from the beautiful Venture Theatre in Aspie de la Zouche, as it was known in the song Aspie de la Zouche by the sea. The next song we're going to do is what the first 2 songs about New Orleans. Kev and I in particular have a deep sustaining love for all things from New Orleans, and I've spent many times. So every bit of this song, it's called Washed Away. It's the new song, the new ones we're featuring this evening. Every bit of this song is true. Perhaps.
No. Your cable's caught for you.
Oh, my cable's caught. Thank you very much. By the way,
This is live, ladies and gentlemen.
this is called business in theatre terms. People with masks are coming towards me. My mother always said, don't worry about a quiet audience unless they're coming towards you.
There we go.
This reminds me of a gig I did in Tartu in Estonia, actually, which was a very genteel seated audience. And we were playing there with Christie, which, I mean, it's, you know, country rock, but it's quite raucous, you know. And it was like we were playing at a recital.
Sitting in rows listening quietly.
Yes.
Are we ready, Steve?
Yes.
Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Looking for a place to play. We're gonna get washed away. We're gonna get washed away. Hoping for a place to stay. Goofy goes to the Mardi Gras in her old wedding dress. Lucky beats her new best friend, smoking cool cigarettes. Tourist time from Motel. gonna get washed away. We're gonna get washed away. Hoping for a place to stay. Major stands with his book so high, but I'm looking for the real of old. Man and dad can find each one, kind of told me where to go. Hurricane came roaring in, water's piling high. You and me keep dancing on, afraid to say goodbye. We're gonna get washed away. We're gonna get washed away. Looking for a place to play. We're gonna get washed away. We're gonna get washed away. Hoping for a place to stay. We're gonna get washed away. We're gonna get washed away. Looking for a place to play. We're gonna get washed away. We're gonna get washed away. Hoping for a place to stay. That was Washed Away. That was a song we recorded in between lockdown 2 and 3, was it?
I think lockdown 2 and 3. Yeah, I think actually technically once lockdown 2 was still happening.
All legal. Before
All
you
legal.
start to write in, all perfectly legal. Those of you who don't know the band, we have an interesting approach to music. All our songs come from getting out on the road, trekking, road tripping, visiting. We really believe a place and a people are best visited to get the song and the core of what they are. This next song, I've got two things to say about it. So first of all, it's really scary for me, and that is because the second thing, it's a song I wrote with Kev. Now you see, the man on my left here, this is Kev.
Hello.
And he does what, you know, him and Chris the Bishop, he's the one over here. You will notice all evening they're playing two instruments at once.
Three.
Four.
Three.
And I just play one. And that you will probably think is the best arrangement. But this song, okay. This song comes from a trek I did through the Appalachian forest down in Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee. It's very hard for us Brits to imagine America unless you've been. I mean, it's a great big place, mostly empty, with very intense pockets of population in it. So the Appalachian Mountains, and I think it's the largest, most diverse temperate forest in the world, or close to it. And in the middle of it is the old Cherokee Nation. In the middle of the old Cherokee Nation is a trail that runs through it called the Benton Mackay. And so in the middle of the Benton Mackay, 4 or 5 days out from nowhere, heading to somewhere, hopefully, was me. And carrying back and stuff. And right in the middle of nowhere, I was with my trekking companion. Literally don't know where. There was a tree on the ground, and someone had written on it, D loves BM. And it's a long way to go. If I don't pardon the expression, it's a long way to go to get your leg over. I mean, why would you have gone that far into the middle of nowhere? Anyway, I kind of made up a story about what that was all about, and Kev put it to music, and here it is. It's called, and actually it's one of our most successful songs on YouTube. Don't buy for a thumb. It's called The Ballad of Dwayne and Billy Marie.
1, 2,
4 days out from the river, 6 or more to go. Side by side like lovers, counting all the stars. And the old black bear and the creaking pine, while coyotes sang, we were strumming our guitars. Caught upon the white oak that had fallen to the floor. That was there still lingers. Wayne had written about his home. Left from heart but only his. So we gathered yarn to spin. Watch the moon arising They were both forgotten. They hit the trail again. Till down the road in Cherokee, I just chanced upon a guy playing on the slot machines with whiskey on his breath. 'Cause the world's telling all of you, they never said goodbye. Thank you, thank you. That was the Ballad of Dwayne and Billy Marie.
So now the fabulous thing about being in a band with Steve and Kev is, weirdly enough, they don't know what they're doing. They freely admit it. I mean, as you can hear, great musicians, but they come at it from a different way from me. I mean, I'm a trained musician. I've got a degree in it. These guys have just, they've got the years on the clock. They've been playing music for so long, and their instincts are what guides them. And sometimes I'm the one that's got to try to work out how to interpret those instincts. This next song that we're going to do, it's called This Strange Motel. Well, right now it's called This Strange Motel. Variously, it's been called Sad Cafe, various other adjective plus establishment names that Steve comes up with at various points.
Sad Motel.
Sad Motel is a common one. Strange Motel. Now, and this one has some weird chords in it. Some very guitar-y things that, as a pianist, I listen to it and I go, I don't know what that chord is. I'll play the note, but it's not a note, not a chord you play on the piano. So it's one of those things that sort of kept me up at night, is some of the chords that Steve used in this song. But also thinking about things that have kept you up at night, and motels. So Kev, in a very American way, I suppose, had a bit of an extraordinary experience at an American motel, where he went to sleep one night, woke up in the morning, and the next door room, literally the next door room, was cordoned off by the police, and there'd been a murder overnight. And that's the sort of thing that would keep me up at night thinking about it, along with the strange chords in this song. So this is Strange Motel.
Someone come and save me out on the highway. It's hard on carousel. There was refuge in this strange motel. In the room across the hall sleeps the lovely Madeleine. All the hopes are in a hold on, like a weather vane. Jack and Sue are making love. He's never seen a girl so naked. Gives thanks to the Lord above. He found this room vacated out on the highway. It's hard on a carousel. dress, placed it slowly in a suitcase. Starts to think it's for the best. She quits this hiding place, and then the car school starts to go. Gets some ice from on the landing. Ace it's hard to know. Take some understanding. Out on the highway, talk on carousel. There was seeking refuge in this strange motel. There was seeking refuge in this strange motel.
Yes.
It is kind of funny playing for an empty room, though, isn't
It is kind
Really? You can imagine millions of people
it?
out
You're
there.
enjoying it at home, aren't you? Enjoying it
Yeah,
at
have you
home.
enjoyed out there in land? We've been in here all day and it's very dark, so it could be actually tomorrow already.
Yes.
That would be very weird. wouldn't it?
I've lost all sense of time. Really. Time ended for me sometime last year, around about, I don't know, Easter.
Yeah. So the next song is another Kevin and I co-write. And this case again, I wrote some lyrics and Kev put this very lovely. That's maybe not the right word for this song. As it's, if I said to you all out there, this song bears no resemblance to a big orange balloon with a furry hat on, you can make your own assumptions. But it's about temptation and the devils of temptation. As Oscar Wilde said, I can resist everything but temptation. Third friends. I'm getting accurate these days.
Get on board my clean machine, I wanna join the band. Get on board my clean machine, we're off to join the band.
Well done, everybody. Well done. That was a breath of a breathtaker. Right. So this next one, Kev.
Yeah, this
took
is.
your trips to New Orleans.
Oh yes, indeed. I'm going to get into the mood for this one. So yeah, when I was over in the States in 2010, I particularly wanted to visit the southern states, Tennessee and Arkansas and Louisiana and what have you. And quite late in the trip, I sort of was heading down through the Mississippi Delta, and finally crossed Lake Pontchartrain, which is an immense lake on this causeway. And you do actually feel it helps you sort of feel that you're detaching from the America you know into somewhere that's completely different, and it's so different to the America that you see elsewhere. It's got so much influence from the French and the Spanish and what have you, and its buildings are different, and you can really immerse yourself in that city when you walk down there at night, when you head down Charles Avenue and you turn onto Bourbon Street, and you hear the music in the air, and you look into one of the bars, and you can just imagine in the corner there Professor Longhair is playing his music. And you look up into the night sky, and you see a silver moon casting its pale light down on the New Orleans balconies, where there's a silver girl throwing beads down to you. This is Silver Moon, Silver Girl.
Taxi from somewhere else, that young girl is giving hell. We're waiting for the final bell. All their souls as far as I can tell. Just give me a taste of something fine. The wall out there is classified out. All the mule has lost a tie. The angels and the saints conspire. Give me just a gun to hide. Just give me a taste of something fine. Said the water boys who always forget the piano man who plays the band. Could not lose his soul when dead. Just give me a taste of something fine. Silver moon, silver girl, take me in the summer. so strong went round my head, found its way to a big white bed. Was it something that I said? Hardest hollow is easily led.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. I don't know if we play folk songs or country songs or Americana songs or roots or country blues or something, but as far as I'm concerned, this is folk music, you know, it is folk music. We are folk, more or less. And then this is, well, arguably it's music. So what's not to like, eh? But seriously, we get too kind of caught up in genres and rules. All I know is every folk musician I've met and travelling all over the world writes the songs about the things they know. Oh, that's extremely interesting, Christopher. My tune has turned itself upside down. I've now got an L hash.
It's flashing disco.
Yeah, it's really quite bizarre. I may do something here. All those people in La La Land out there are going, there's a button you press. I know, but I can't see it.
While he's doing that, this was one of the kind of starter tracks for the American Wilderness Odyssey, wasn't it, really?
I mean, this one started, 15 months ago at the start of this whole thing.
Everybody was healthy then, weren't they? That's how long ago it
Look
was.
what we did.
I don't think we can blame this next song. This is one of the songs that Steve and Kerr went to the recording studio and put down 3 songs, and I didn't know it was happening really. And they emerged with 3 songs. Like, all right. So then I went to put my bits down a little bit later on. But this one we're about to play is called Wrapped Up in You. So I've just spoiled whatever intro Steve's about to do. Wrapped Up
It's exciting,
in You.
isn't it?
And it, for a little while, it was a sort of little Spotify hit. It just kept on running and running and running.
It was. It was number 1
And,
on more than one radio station. Both their listeners wrote in, and it's a great song. All wrapped up in you. Lay down the gun, the long day was done. I was looking alive and alone. Stopped rolling dice and learned to think twice. I said goodbye to the road. Wrapped up in you, wrapped up in you, wrapped up in you, wrapped up in you. When you came into view, it was all I could do but to stand up and open the gate. Something I would find would do, conceal my mind, gave up all resistance to the fate. Wrapped up in you, wrapped up in you, wrapped up in you, wrapped up in you. You're a poet, you're a lover, you're an angel undercover, you're the best thing that happened to me. Nothing that is fake, no one on the take, you're the fruit from the magical tree. Wrapped up in you, wrapped up in you, wrapped up in you, wrapped up in you. night of bliss. Rolling and tumbling into heaven, I'm stumbling, I never had another like this. Wrapped up in you, 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 wrapped up in you. The next song, am I introducing the song? I think I am.
Yes.
I think I was, wasn't I? I think I was.
You are now.
That's tricky because I wrote the song, I can't say I didn't write it, but don't ask me what it's about. And actually, I don't know. Well, it is, you know. You'll either get it or you won't. And if you do, can you write in and let me know? And I'll use it in my next concert when we talk about it.
Answers on a postcard.
It's called Something's Gotta Change, and I guess that bit's true. The tales from the war, told by a man who's no better than he could be. See the sign up in the sky, written by a girl who believes she could fly free. Lover and the thief, the riders on the range, then I was a singing song that's gotta change. Something's gonna change. Something's gonna change. You and me chasing stars, without a rocket ship we won't get very far. Air up here is getting very thin. Go back home, they'll be wondering where you've been. Rubber in the field, the riders on the range, tell our boys are singing songs, gotta change. Ladies, just the line on a promissory note. Devils in the detail, grabbed you by the throat. Something's gonna change. Something's gonna change. Like a memory of rain, falling on a desert in a dry empty place. See the mountains tumbling down to a dark black pool where all the churches drown. Lover and the thief, the riders on the range, tell our boys are singing songs, gotta change. Just a line on a promissory note. The
something's got to change. All right, here's a song for you now that I guess it means different thing to Steve, who wrote it, and what it does to me. And that's the beauty of song, isn't it? You can take away anything you want from it, really. It's what it conjures in your own imagination, and it doesn't necessarily have to be what the writer intended it to be. And my take on this one, it always takes me back to a moment way back in time when I was spending some time in St. Vincent in the Caribbean, and I used to sit out on this wooden porch in this beautiful house right by the sea, and you could literally see the storms coming at you, and there's some serious storms out there, and it was quite something to just sit there and watch the good weather driven away by these black storms that were threatening all the islands, and sometimes kissed the shore, sometimes rolled right over them. And I guess we're always waiting on a storm.
All my life I've been waiting on a storm. Well,
So we're coming to the end of our set here.
We are.
this present spasm.
All of a sudden, we're nearly there. We've got some thank yous to make because, you know, this, there might just be the three of us up on stage, but there is a whole horde of people that have got us to this stage. There's some people in the room with us who I missed that. We've got Ali, our stage manager. She's waving furiously at me from behind the camera. Thank you very much, Ali. We've got Kat and Jared who are here making films of us as well. And there's a brilliant documentary that Kat has put together for us, which will be released in a couple of weeks. So keep your eyes and ears out for that. Just generally part of the family, we've got Stuart at Woodworm, who's recorded all of these things with us, and the releases for that are coming out. Well, two of the new songs are out already, two more in a couple of weeks. So thank you to Stuart at Woodworm for all his efforts. There's the venue here. We're at this lovely theatre, Venture Theatre in Ashby-de-la-Zouch. And it's Ken, who's the venue manager, has been brilliant, and he's thrilled. There's an event going on in the theatre because it's been very quiet for the last year for them. So they're thrilled that we're here to make some noise in their theatre. I feel like there's other people. We must thank Arts Council England because they are supporting our current project, this Crossroads project. So thank you to Arts Council England. And I think we should thank the people who are watching at home, because there are people watching at home, and thank you for supporting us. The whole last year has been a bit bonkers, but the only point of doing shows like this is there's people out there to watch them. So thank you to everyone at home for watching.
Thank you.
And I'd like to thank these guys for making such brilliant music.
Oh,
Thank you, Vince.
It's been a long time since we've done a live gig, and it's been brilliant to do a live gig this week. So that's my bit done.
So if you're around in 2 weeks' time, there's a festival. Look out for the Festival of Artisan Online.
Oh yes,
And we'll be playing there again. And we're available for. We're hoping to tour all this stuff in the autumn. And in the meantime, we're available for weddings or bar mitzvahs, etc. This song is Western Requiem. As you can probably tell, we're heavily influenced by the American space, and the idea. And I think for centuries we've all been going back and forward. And I am particularly taken with the old Western movies. I bore my kids to bits because I'll just watch them back to back all night. And this is a sort of requiem for the good things about the American dream. Nothing's coming through, is it?
Oh, there you go.
The lock's coming through there. There we go.
The lock's coming.
It's magic, isn't it? You see what I'm doing? I'm just waggling my finger and the sound goes up and down. Buffalo has gone, medicine man has come and done, the barnstormer touches down, and the trail is westward bound. Ronnie Moe has quit the show,